All right, folks, it's a beautiful day at the old ballpark, so put your mustard on that dog, grab that bag of peanuts, sip that cold one, and let's meet our Tiger of the Day.
Today's Tiger of the Day is Brad Ausmus. He is represented by a 2000 Fleer Tradition, base card number 291, with a on-card auto. It has been slabbed by stats grading. If you're a Detroit Tigers fan, Brad Ausmus is one of those names that hits twice. First as a steady brainy catcher, and later as the manager who tried to keep a veteran contender on the tracks. Ausmus first landed in Detroit in 1996, brought in to help behind the plate. But that stay was short. That winter, the Tigers shipped him out in a big trade, and he spent the next couple seasons with Houston. Then came the sequel. In January of 1999, Ausmus returned to the Tigers, and in 1999 and 2000, he gave Detroit exactly what he was known for: smart defense, calm leadership, and a catcher's feel for controlling the game. Even though he wasn't stereotyped as a big bat, 1999 turned into the best offensive season of his career. Ausmus hit 275, got on base at a strong clip, and earned an American League All-Star selection. For a catcher, that's a huge stamp of respect, especially for a guy known more for his glove and game calling than highlights. And here's a fun twist from that season. The Tigers even hit Ausmus leadoff 7 times, a catcher at the top of the lineup, which almost never happens. By 2000, he was still doing the dirty work, catching a ton of innings, handling pitchers, and being the kind of player managers trust when the game gets tense. But for many fans, the biggest chapter in Detroit is what happened next. In 2014, Brad Ausmus came back again, this time as manager, taking over after Jim Leyland. The expectations were massive because the Tigers were loaded. The era of Miguel Cabrera, Justin Verlander, and a rotation that could bully a playoff series. In his first year, Ausmus guided Detroit to a 90-72 record in an AL Central title. The postseason ended fast, a sweep in the division series, and from there, the story turned into one of transition. The roster aged, injuries piled up, and the organization slowly shifted toward a reset. Ausmus managed the Tigers for 4 seasons, from 2014 through 2017, finishing with an overall Detroit record of 314 wins and 332 losses. After the 2017 season, the Tigers moved on, closing the door on that era. So when you look back, Brad Ausmus' Tigers legacy is pretty unique. A defense-first catcher who had a surprise all-star peak in Detroit, and a manager who won the division in year 1, then rode out the tough slide that followed. If you enjoyed this Tigers throwback, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Do you remember Ausmus more as a player or as the manager? So when you look back, Brad Ausmus' Tigers legacy is pretty unique. A defense-first catcher who had a surprise all-star peak in Detroit, and a manager who won the division in year 1, then rode out the tough slide that followed. If you enjoyed this Tigers throwback, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Do you remember Brad more as a player or as the manager?
Well, fans, that's today's ball game. To see more, follow, like, share, and subscribe.